My Protein versus the Protein Works. The new dust has arrived. Yeah, so apparently one of my most popular videos was the one about bulk powders meal replacement. So I thought I'd do another one. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. So I've got two boxes, one from My Protein and one from the Protein Works. So I bought, as well as loads of other gubbins for My Protein, what I actually ordered from them, the intention was to get a like-for-like comparison between My Protein and the Protein Works is vegan proteins, chocolate flavour. So, no, that's just other weird. But what I actually should have in here as well are two sample sizes of the vegan protein blend. Should both be chocolate flavour. Yeah. This stuff, I plan to review this in another video, but this is what I'm here for. And then the other box from the Protein Works, bigger box, what's inside? More paper, less plastic. So, I've got three things in here. Now you may have noticed that there's one big supplement company that isn't present here, being my favourite, Bulk Powders. And that's because they don't have a chocolate flavour vegan protein powder. They've got a choc mint and a few others, but not a chocolate vegan protein powder. So I reached out to them and actually asked them, was I looking in the wrong place or are they likely to make one? And I did actually get a response, so this is what they said.
We do currently only sell the chocolate variations which you have mentioned. We just have not found the right natural chocolate flavouring to flavour the earthy tones which are part and parcel of the nature of this natural vegan product.
So for the time being, they're going to have to sit this one out, I'm afraid. It's just going to be a Protein Works and My Protein head-to-head. Sorry, Bulk Powders, but snooze you lose. Yeah, I got overexcited and forgot to film the opening of this thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, come on. Oh, shite. And they both come sealed with these little things you get on like gravy granules and stuff. You know, you pull this and it pulls it back. It's sealed that way. I think this is recyclable. This thing I think is made of cardboard. Is it recyclable? It's got this logo, which I think would imply it, but whether it is or not, I'm not sure. So it's not sealed in your standard way. And to be honest, it's just come in a posh little whiskey bottle container thing, just for marketing, I'm sure. And in my opinion, I reckon it's just going to be a faff to get it all out of there, because how am I going to get my hand in there? This thing better be long-handled. Oh, it is. A special long-handed scooper. It's a bit bouncy. Never seen such a long-handled scooper. I just know when I get to the bottom that my arm is going to be covered in dust. It's going to be right up elbow deep. So let's give this one a go. This is the double chocolate flavour. Empty shaker, not adding the water first. Ultimate test. Right, I'm going to do as per the instructions. What does it say? 25 grams, 1 scoop to 250 to 300 ml of water. Or plant-based milk. Well, we're going to go water. How bendy it is. 300 ml of water. Ish. It's even one of their own shakers this time. R.I.P. Mr. Strong. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Almost without any crud being stuck. A little bit there. In a couple shakes. Mixability is up there. Yep, all gone. Oh, it definitely smells like, you can smell the pea protein. Yeah, smells earthy, you know, like brown rice protein. What it tastes like. This is a double chocolate. So actually, tastes a lot like the Bulk Powders meal replacement, which was supposed to be chocolate, and it tastes like chocolate biscuits. It tastes like that, just a subtle hint of chocolate, not very sweet, with more of a biscuity taste. Almost identical. Cheers! It's relatively smooth, it's not lumpy, which is good. It's fairly watery, but then has a thicker undertone, which would be I'm going to say the pea protein. It's pretty pretty good. It's not as amazing as the advert would suggest. It mixes very well, but you'd want that from a product that you mix all the time. And the taste is like, okay. What do they say? Vegan Wonder Shake is based on a simple but radical idea. A vegan protein shake that tastes as good as any dairy shake. Well, immediately I'm going to say that it doesn't. I've had in the past loads of dairy shakes or whey protein based shakes, and they are much better than this. Thanks to our breakthrough quad plant technology, anything that has to trademark a name, you think, right, that's a bit bullshitty, isn't it? Thanks to our breakthrough quad plant technology, you can finally enjoy an unreal tasting protein shake whilst at the same time minimising your impact on the planet and animals. Well, I agree with that sentiment. Not sure what's unreal about it, other than it looks like you might be drinking whiskey or a massive bottle of aftershave. Well done to the Protein Works for pioneering or advancing vegan protein. I'm all for that. Right, I've rinsed out the shaker and I'm going to try the other one. I've not tried it because I'm lazy, but I'm going to grab the other flavour. So this one is chocolate peanut cookie. I've got high expectations for that because I like anything with peanuts in it. Equally lanky handle. Jesus, this is so not useful. It's puffing everywhere. I'm not a fan of dust or mess. Add the water. Dust everywhere again. Shaky time. What does it smell like? Oh, gives me bad memories of a very old peanut flavoured pea protein I had. It smells exactly the same. Super earthy, not remotely chocolatey, just really peanuts plus soil. Oh, it tastes better than it smells. Yeah, it tastes a bit like butterscotch. If you've ever had butterscotch angel delight, it tastes a bit like that, but not as sweet. I know it sounds weird because it's nothing to do with the flavour, but that's what it tastes like to me. Like slight toffee-ish. Mixability, same as the other one. Very smooth, but still quite watery, not very thick. And it leaves quite a lot of dregs on the side, but whatever. Yeah, mixability is great. I don't like the stupid long handle or the lanky pop that's just the marketing. The fact that it's called Wonder Shake and it's got gold and it looks all pretty. I'm just going to assume that the target market is women. The fact that it's a Wonder Shake, it has connotations to me with Wonder Woman, but the colours will some of the door. But generally, mix is fine. Probably, I think I prefer this over the double chocolate. The double chocolate is just like, doesn't taste enough of something for it to be a flavour. This one at least has quite a strong taste of something. Again, not chocolate though. But yeah, really earthy still. Like the claim that they've made to taste like a dairy shake is unfortunately not upheld, I'm afraid. Because that's the holy grail really, isn't it? Like a vegan protein that tastes as good as, you know, a chocolatey one. The best one, I have to find what one it was, but the best one I had, I think was like a USN double chocolate or something, and it was like heaven, mate. Bought one tub at Christmas once, and I literally probably overdid it. I think I had a whole tub in a month. Nah, over 2 weeks probably. Oh, it was wicked. But yeah, the chocolate peanut cookie over the double chocolate, in my opinion. Mixability, I'll probably give this one and that one. I'll give them both 4 out of 5. I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. They mix perfectly and without any effort. This one was a wet shaker, put dry powder in it, and I'd expect lumps or to stick, and it didn't. That was super easy. So with water, super easy. 5 out of 5 for both of them. Taste. They're not that nice, honestly. They'll probably give this one a 3.5, 3.5, and that one a 3. They're not like horrendous, but maybe my palate has been dulled by a couple years of vegan protein powders. If a 5 is a really nice tasting dairy shake, these are nowhere near in my opinion. So I'm interested to know what bulk powders bring to the market.
Our products team are looking into this though, so watch this space.
So what does the blurb say? It says it's 100% vegan, high protein, low sugar, low fat, GMO free, dairy free, lactose free, gluten free, flavour free. No, it doesn't say that. Super premium, super, not just premium, it's super premium vegan Wonder Shake from the protein works. 21 grams of protein, 0.6 grams of sugar, 0.7 grams of fat, and 89 calories. And it's the same for both flavours, yeah. Which is, in my opinion, actually quite astounding for a plant-based protein shake. That is as good as I've seen it in terms of high protein, low carb, nutritional value. 20 grams of protein per shake at 89 calories is really impressive. So well done. And then just for comparison's sake, I bought the Protein Works Bog Standard protein powder. Comes in a bag. I like bags, I don't like stupid tubes. It is also high protein, plant-based and premium grade. Just another market in gum. This is chocolate silk flavour. Let me compare it to this one. So they both have soy protein. The quad protein is basically soy protein isolate, hemp protein and brown rice protein. And in the bog standard one, we've got a blend of soy protein isolate, pea protein, pumpkin seed protein, organic sunflower seed protein and brown rice protein. So arguably a larger mix of protein sources. Sweeteners used in both are sucralose. In this standard one, we have flaxseed powder, which is good because that adds some good MCTs and B vitamins, etc. There's actually arguably more in this than that, but if you're just on a strict I need the protons, this is better, but this is probably more balanced and it's a lot cheaper. It's slightly a larger scoop and more water required. So I'm going to do an immediate taste test. Now I wouldn't normally just drink 3 protein shakes back to back, but just because I've got some time to film, I will. Let's see how this opens. Oh, look at that. Buttery smooth, bulk powders take note. That is how you make a bag. And it opened fine as well. Brilliant. Convenience gets some good scores. The short-handled one, because it's a nice convenient bag, not in a long, lanky, messy tube. Seal it up, does it work? Oh, it does. I'm gonna fill this up with 350 mils of water. Oh, it's gone very bubbly. I've rinsed the shaker out, if anyone's complaining. Oh, it's not mixed as well. It's stuck to the bottom. That's done it. Instantly you can tell it's thicker, which I actually think that's a win. What does it smell like? Oh, it's still got that grim, earthy tone. That stinks of brown rice protein. Has it got that in it? It has got that in it, isn't it? No. Oh, it does, yeah. You can tell the brown rice protein, which if you've ever had plain brown rice protein, it's really hard to drink. It's not very nice at all. They've got it in the other one as well. Oh, well. Anyway, that's the smell in most vegan protein powders. If it has brown rice protein, it stings, but it's got a good amino acid profile, from what I understand. So this is chocolate silk. What's that supposed to taste like? Whoa, considerably thicker. Not that nice. Immediately after drinking that one versus this one, you can tell that that's basically mostly protein, because this is 5 times thicker than that one, and more of an MRP it tastes like. None of the 3 are that nice. Texture-wise, I definitely prefer the vegan Wonder Shake, the Wonder Woman, because it is easier to neck. This will be more filling, but it is also more calories. So per 35 grams is 128 calories. Protons, 26 grams of protein. So it's similar per calories. Yeah, I'm not up for 3 shakes in a row, to be honest. I don't even know if I want to finish it. It's all right. It's definitely not a nice flavour in my opinion. And none of the 3 taste like chocolate. They taste ever so slightly chocolatey. Maybe like a very, very, very subtle milk chocolate taste. I think I prefer the taste of the Wonder Shake, I do. Really thick. I've had enough now. What does the blurb say about this one? 5 of the finest plant proteins combined into one great tasting shake. Includes our unique vitamin blend and taste bud bursting flavours. Bursting is not the word I would use, but the vitamins is a bonus. That is very good because they're not in your posh one. So, I mean, again, I can't really recommend it. Mixability 2.5. No, let's give mixability a 3 and taste a 2.5. Is okay. 2.5 out of 5. We've done these ones, both flavours. I've done that one. The other one I want to compare it to is the My Protein chocolate vegan blend. which is the only chocolate flavour they offer. As you can see, I've bought samples and not the full bag because I'm frugal. I got 2 samples, one to mix with water and one to mix with plant-based milk. But after having 3 shakes back to back, I don't want to do that now because I don't know what it will do to my leavings. So I'll probably do that another day. But for comparison's sake, serving size is 30 grams, 105 calories, so somewhere in between the two. Fat is 0.6 grams, which is similar to both. Carbohydrates 1.2, which is lower than the vegan Wonder Shake. And protein is 22, so actually, to be honest, that's pretty spectacular as well for a single serving. But what does it contain? These My Protein vegan blends, which are both the same flavour by the way, I don't know why I'm reading both like some sort of chameleon, contain 87% protein blend. So that is a blend of pea protein isolate, fava bean isolate, fat reduced cocoa powder, natural flavourings, vegetable creamer. Not sure what that's for, maybe some sort of thickener. And the sweetener used is sucralose. Now this uses a thickener called xanthan gum, and I think they all probably use this. No, this one doesn't. That's probably thick enough with the flaxseed powder in there. And this one, does it use a thickener? Yes, it uses xanthan gum, although it's not very thick. In terms of allergens, if you're interested, get out of the way. These both contain soy, so if you've got an issue with soy in your diet, then these are a no-no. But the My Protein one does not contain any allergen, which is a bonus, but not drinking it now because I'll shit myself. Right guys, it's another day, but I put on the same clothes in an attempt to pretend that it isn't. I didn't want to have 5 protein shakes in the same day. So today, I'm going to look at the My Protein Vegan Blend Chocolate Silk version as a taste test comparison. But by this point, some of the keen-eyed of you might be thinking, but Ross, in your last video you said, protein is important, we do need to eat it, but you don't need to faff around counting calories. Don't worry about protein. If you eat a varied, whole foods, plant-based diet, then you're going to get enough of it. It's hidden in all the good things that we should be eating. And that sentiment still stands. You will. However, just like I said in that video, protein shakes, meal replacements, whatever, any sort of supplement shouldn't replace a good whole foods diet. These things are for convenience, just to supplement your diet and keep you on a nice, healthy railroads. It's sometimes nice having supplements around just to create a bit of variety in your diet. They taste nice, well, we're going to find out. But sometimes it's nice to have a supplement as a little change, a little treat. That's also another time where I would say they fit in. Now, to keep this as fair as possible, I'm going to use the same shaker and I've rinsed it out again. Yeah, it smells alright. I'm going to put the dry powder into a damp shaker. This is a 30 gram serving of the chocolate silk My Protein blend. Oh, immediately it smells good. Yeah, it does smell good. And I think this could be a winner. I'm supposed to mix it with 250 ml of water. Let's do it. Mix test. Yeah, no crud, and it was damp. Mix is just as good as the other stuff. What's it called? The My Protein Works stuff. Smell test. Yeah, it doesn't smell earthy. It smells like a chocolate protein shake. And that's because I believe there's no brown rice protein in it, which is that underlying earthy smell. So I've got high hopes for the taste. Right, here we go. Still slightly plant-based, and that's I think the pea protein, but no dirty brown rice protein taste. I don't like that. Tastes better. I think it tastes better. It's not lumpy, a little bit thicker than the Wonder Shake, not as thick as the My Protein Works standard shake, in between, so a nice umami. Yeah, I think in general this is probably my favourite out of all of them. Taste-wise, it's the closest to a dairy chocolate protein shake, I'd say. I'd give that a 4 out of 5 for taste. Texture's spot on. There's a very, very slight taste of pea protein in there, but of all of them, I would say this is disguised the most earthiness, and it tastes most like a dairy shake. So that's probably my winner. Vegan protein blend from My Protein, or My Vegan. They've gone and got another website that just sells the vegan supplements. But yeah, that's the same stuff. Well, that gets a 4 out of 5 for flavour. I'd say the same as what I said before for mixability, 5 I think. And then the other thing I mentioned that I would score it on previously in my meal replacement video is convenience, taste, and price. I've not talked about price yet, but I'll get into that in a minute. Now, I said earlier, I bought 2 of these samples because A, I'm frugal and I don't want to buy a full bag in case it tasted just rough. But one, I want to do a water taste test and I want to do a plant-based milk test for all of the shakes, but I think that's excessive. And the litmus test surely is with water. Me personally, I don't often drink any of my shakes with milk just because I don't drink them with milk. You can if you want, but the idea is to have like a protein replacement supplement. So if you're adding other things to it, you're kind of making it more of a meal replacement rather than a shake. Of course you can, it's up to you. I'm babbling. And the other thing is, I've already had copious amounts of shakes in the last 24 hours and I really will myself. So I'm going to keep it as only water and just use this another day. Right, I'm on the computer so I can compare the price of each of these. For comparison's sake, again to get it as fair as possible, I've chosen the smallest bag of each serving. Right, for your vegan protein extreme from My Protein Works, for a 500 gram bag, full price is $28.99. You're never going to pay that, it's always on discount. I've gone with the price that is listed currently, which is £20.29 a bag, and that's for 14 servings, which works out as £1.42 a serving. I'll drop that down here. I'm making a little table. The vegan protein powder from My Protein for a 500 gram bag is $17.99, which is for 16 servings. The serving size is slightly different, which is £1.07 a serving, so the cheapest. And now what surprised me more than anything was with the Wonder Shake, your special one from My Protein Works. The smallest tub, this thing, whiskey bottle tub that it comes in is 750 grams or 30 servings. It is currently on offer at $34.99, and for 30 servings that is £1.16, which surprised me because I thought it was actually a lot dearer. They're not really that different, with the My Proteins coming in the cheapest at £1.07 a serving and the dearest actually being the Vegan Protein Extreme from My Protein Works, but it isn't the deal of the two. So that actually changed my opinions on things. And interestingly, I just thought I'd point out, I'm on the Protein Works website, which I keep calling My Protein Works, which is wrong. The Protein Works website, the review says it's official #1 vegan protein shake as reviewed by Women's Running magazine. So I was right, it's aimed at women, but it's called Wonder Shake, so there you go. So just so I can tally up the scores for all these, if I give the vegan protein blend from My Protein, I'm going to give that 4 out of 5 for price at £1.07 a serving. I'm going to give the Wonder Shake from The Protein Works a 4 out of 5 for a £1.16 a serving. In third place, I'm going to give the Vegan Protein Extreme a 3.5 out of 5 for the £1.42 pence per serving. Let me caveat with that. Always shop around if you're going to buy these. If you get yourself on that emailing list, you're going to get some discount codes. So always buy in bulk when you've got a sale on. It's a no-brainer. Don't ever buy it full price because chances are a couple of days later, it's definitely going to be in the sale. First, My Protein Vegan Blend. Second, the Protein Works Double Chocolate Vegan Wonder Shake. Third, Vegan Protein Extreme Chocolate Silk, the Protein Works. But let's summarise what I found out, because I'm getting bored and you probably are as well. In summation, the one that scored the best in the taste category was, surprisingly, the vegan blend, the standard, bog standard, and cheapest My Protein offering. It's the chocolate flavour, no fancy words, just chocolate, wicked, that's what I wanted. That had the best mouthfeel and it tasted most like chocolate, 4 out of 5. Second was the vegan Wonder Shake. Double chocolate flavour was my favourite out of the two I tried. Quite a thin shake, didn't taste like chocolate, definitely had brown rice protein undertones, but not too bad. For 21 grams of protein, it is neckable, but nothing to write home about, so I gave it a 3.5. And in last place, I didn't like it really much at all, was the My Protein Works Vegan Protein Extreme Chocolate Silk. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 for taste because, in my opinion, it was too thick, still had dirty, earthy tones to it, which I'd get sick of, to be honest. So, My Protein a winner for taste. Now, convenience is a bit preferential, but things I have to factor in. I'm obsessed with dust getting everywhere. I don't like that. This stupid tub that these come in, it's not convenient. By the time you get to the bottom, even with your special bendy long-handled scoop, you're going to get dust all up your arm. You're not going to be able to get it out. You're going to end up having to shake it out into your shaker, unlike a bag, which is quite easy to fold and manipulate and get into a shaker. I thought that was inconvenient, and the scoop didn't have any rigidity, so I don't like that. So put it in a bag and it'll be actually better for me. Make it black and spangly and gold if you want, but don't put it in these stupid tubs. That got a 3 out of 5 for convenience. The vegan protein blend, I can't really score it, but I'm pretty sure it comes in a bag like this. Standard bag, standard scooper, 5 out of 5. Very easy. Oh, and it mixed very well, no lumps. And so did this one actually. That mixed really well, super smooth, first time mix. This one, 5 out of 5 again. It has a nice peely bit to separate the bag, comes open, nice short stubby scooper, easy to empty out when you're near the bottom, 5 out of 5. Pretty standard stuff. And it's probably worth mentioning that all of them mix surprisingly well. Gone has the days of lumpy vegan protein shakes. All of them, even with a wet shaker, there was no crud left in the bottom and it all mixed very well. This one's the thinnest. This is the nicest consistency, not too thick, not too thin. And this one's too thick. And so the final scoring criteria was price, and as I've already previously mentioned, at £1.7 a serving, the vegan blend by Mo Protein is the cheapest, 4 out of 5. It'd be nice if it was under £1 per serving, but it's not. I gave that 4 out of 5 for price. Your posh looking whiskey bottle Wonder Shake, that surprised me because the container is bigger than the 500g bags per serving. It worked out as £1.16 a serving, which surprised me because it's actually it's actually cheaper than the standard one. So I gave that a 4 out of 5 for price. And this one worked out as £1.42 a serving at a discounted price of £20.29 a bag. So maybe you can get great discounts when you buy more in volume, but I won't be because I think it tastes rough. So I gave that a 3.5 out of 5 for price at £1.42 a serving. So let's quickly round this up. So for taste, convenience and price, there was a potential max score of 15 on Ross's scoring scale of taste, convenience and price. The winner was Vegan Protein Blend at 13.5 out of 15. Winner. So this to me shows me I shouldn't have done the video. I should have just not shopped around and gone with the biggest supplement seller on the market because they're probably going to be the best. Well, you know, I got tempted by all the spangly jargon and writing and marketing of this, but go with the gut instincts. If something's marketed heavily with words like quad plant trademark and protein technology and super premium vegan, it's probably a load of bullshit. But yeah, if you want a quick shake with a high protein content, this one's probably for you. But for just another 20-ish calories more, you can have the vegan protein blend, which doesn't contain soy and is still 22 grams of protein. This was my favorite. I'm probably going to make this my staple protein supplement from now on because I've been using bulk powders, but unfortunately bulk powders, you weren't in this taste test because you don't have a chocolate flavored vegan protein powder. Sorry, until you bring that out, you've lost. So I'm moving back to my protein because it tastes better. Ultimately, taste has got to hold the highest value really, because if something tastes rough, you're never going to drink it. But guys, that's it for now. Remember, it's just advice, but if you found anything you liked or you think you can relate, maybe give the video a like. If not, come back next time and there might be something in the next video for you. But for now, stay happy and healthy, eat a whole food, plant-based diet with a little bit of dust occasionally for convenience. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I'll probably sling you my protein referral code if you want to get some discount. If I've even got one, if I can